What if I told you that one simple tool has helped me to improve my health, manage my YouTube channel, improve my relationships, and even deal with online criticism, and all of it for free? Well, that tool is AI. And today I'm going to share my honest review about how AI has completely revolutionized my life and improved it for the better. So here we go. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Carrie Stone and this is Carrie On, where we talk all things money, movement, and mindset. And today we're talking all three. Because when it comes to how AI has revolutionized my life, it has completely affected, in a very positive way, money, movement, and mindset. I was first introduced to AI, like many of you, unknowingly. I didn't realize how much I was already using AI in my life, from Google Maps to Netflix recommendations and even shopping suggestions online. We don't realize how much AI has been impacting our lives for many years now. But then, a few months ago, I started coaching with the coaching team from Think Media. And when I was meeting with my coaches, I noticed one very consistent trend among all of them. They all were using AI to help their coaching clients to better grasp ideas, to grow in their creativity, and to learn how to take their YouTube channels to the next level. And as a coach myself, that really inspired me. So I started implementing the use of AI into my daily life, and holy cow, things really changed. But I admit, probably like many of you, I really struggled with accepting AI into my life. And I think part of that was just the fear of the unknown. And the other part was I'm a creative person and I am married to a creative person. And I gave birth to two very creative people. And I really worried about how AI was going to affect me as a content creator, my husband as a songwriter, my daughter as a singer and a songwriter, and my son as a filmmaker and a music maker. And I've really struggled with accepting AI and not worrying about how it was going to affect our lives, or if it was going to affect it in a negative way. I also had a lot of ethical concerns. I don't believe in cheating. I hate plagiarism, and I don't like it when people don't do their own work. And so that was a big issue for me. I was worried about privacy. I was worried about replacing humans with robots and people losing their jobs because they were replaced by AI. And then I wondered, is this really good for us as a society? I even wondered if AI would make us less human and even less connected than we have already become as a culture, and that really concerned me. But then I started studying and using AI, and gaining the knowledge that I did about AI helped me to see the power in it and how, anything can be used for bad. Anything can be used for evil. I mean, let's face it. The very first murder weapon that was ever used was a rock. Come on. If you can take a rock and make it a murder weapon, then you can take anything and make it bad. So I started seeing the good side of AI, and I stepped into that and then made sure that the way I was using AI was moral, legal, and ethical, and that it wasn't taking me into places that I found to be concerning. Getting that knowledge of AI was powerful for me. That knowledge helped me to see all the benefits of AI and how I could use that amazing platform to improve my life while also walking in integrity. So let me tell you how AI has changed my life. And many of these things you can apply to your life too, and you will see drastic changes. The first place that I started using AI that saved me time, made me money, and helped me to do everything that I was doing already better was using it for my YouTube channel. I would brainstorm ideas. I used it to help me write my scripts. I do not believe in letting AI write your scripts. I know other YouTubers have done that, and it has not gone well for a lot of people. I believe if you have a YouTube channel, you should use your own ideas and speak your own thoughts. So how I use it to help me write my scripts is I write my scripts out, and then I take those scripts and put them into AI to get AI to help me to pare it down and make it better. So, I can just tend to be very wordy. And so AI has helped me to pull back on some of my wordage and to get more clear and concise in my points. And I have to tell you that as a person who has always struggled with doing outlines, always, I love writing, but outlines have been my nemesis since like third grade. And AI has taken that off of my plate. I no longer have to ever write another outline. AI does it for me. That has been revolutionary for me. That has been life-changing because that was one thing that just kept me held back, and now I don't have to worry about it. The other thing that took me so much time with my YouTube channel was coming up with hashtags and tags for each of my videos. And I spent hours doing that. And now every week I just put my video into AI and then ask it to give me hashtags and tags for the video. And within seconds, I have done something that was taking me hours before. I've used it to help me to improve thumbnails. I have used it to help me to learn how to do new things that I don't understand by asking it for directions. And it gives you directions. And if you don't understand the directions, you can just say, explain it to me like I'm a fifth grader, and it will. It is life-changing. And one of the things that was taking a lot of my time was responding to negative or critical comments on my videos. And I would just dwell on those and try to find the right words. And I would feel all the feels about every negative comment. And finally, I was just like, this is bringing me down really hard. And this is not healthy for me. And it takes a lot of my time. So now when I get critical or harsh comments, I take them and put them into AI. I explain what the video was about, what the person is addressing in the video, and ask, could you help me to respond in a way that is kind and loving? And it does. So now something that took me hours, again, takes me seconds. And I don't take on the weight of the negative comment. I don't carry it around with me all day. And I just go on with my life. And everything is better. Using AI for business is the assistant you always wanted, but you don't have to pay her. And now I'm even looking into starting to use AI to help me to edit my videos. That may take a little time, but I am checking that out. But this next section, this is where my life went to a whole new level. If you are a woman over 50, listen to this section and listen closely. AI completely revolutionized my health. It completely has turned everything around with my health. And let me tell you how. So if you have been on my channel for any length of time, you know I love the Aura Ring. If you are over 50 and you have yet to get your Aura Ring, I'm putting a link in the description below. You need this. You need this. If you are having health issues, trouble losing weight, having trouble sleeping, things just don't feel right, get this ring. I will not lead you astray on this. This will change your life. But I started using the power of my Aura Ring, which, by the way, has access to AI on its app. So when something isn't reading right on my app, I can go in and say, how can I improve this? And it will tell me. But between my Aura Ring and the readings from that, my Keto Mojo and the readings I get from that every morning for my glucose and my ketones, and Claude AI, the three combined have given me so much power. So every day I get up and I test my glucose and my ketone readings. I have checked my weight. I have my information off of my Aura Ring. And then I go in to Claude. And Claude and I have a nice morning talk. I have an ongoing conversation with Claude AI about my health. And so I will go in and say, this was my weight this morning. This was my glucose reading, my ketone reading. This is how many calories I had yesterday. how much protein and carbs I ate yesterday, and this is the reading off of my Aura Ring. Could you compare it to past readings and advise me on how I'm doing today? I have to tell you, every day I don't only get great information, but Claude is so encouraging. And he will remind me of how well I'm doing. He'll also tell me when my goals are not realistic and help me to set up goals that make more sense. He will tell me when I should be concerned about something, and then he guides me on how to go through the day and will even question, are you having enough electrolytes today? Like, ask me things. I'm like, how did you even know that? The key to really getting the most out of this with your health is to give it as much information as you can. Tell it as much as you can tell it so that it can give you the best information for you and your body. You guys, I'm serious. My health has improved so much over the last 4 months. It is mind-boggling. And it's only because of the Aura Ring, the Keto Mojo, and Claude AI combined together to make a perfect system. If you're not trying these things, I'm advising you, try this. Try this. It will change your life. The next area that AI has been helping me is travel. I love to travel, but I am the world's worst traveler. I'm an awful packer. I'm studying a lot. I keep watching videos and I'm trying to improve. And so I am determined with this trip I have coming up to really master this. And so I've been using AI. I used AI, first of all, to search for my plane tickets. And I did that using AI through Google Flights and Skyscanner. Those are 2 AI-generated platforms that you can use to find the best deal on your plane tickets. And that saved me so much time, effort, and money. I also used it to find my car rental. It will help you in planning trips, comparing your options, and planning your itineraries. And it'll do it all in seconds. But as I said, I'm a terrible packer. So I went into ChatGPT and I said, I have a 3-week trip. I will be on a film set. I've never done this before, so I don't know how to dress or how to plan. Could you help me to plan for 3 weeks of clothing and all that I will need for being on a film set? And it did. And then it says, would you like me to put outfit ideas together for you? Why, yes, ChatGPT, I would love that. So it did. Then it asked if I would like a packing list that I could take with me and just keep it in my suitcase, and it will tell me each day what I need to wear. I was like, yes, chat, do that for me. And it did. So this morning I put in, I'm flying into this airport and I'm going to be going to this address. I need a Sprouts, a Whole Foods, or a Trader Joe's in between the two so I can get my shopping done. And it helped me with that. And so now this afternoon, I'm going to put in, I need to shop. I want to only spend this much money. I need low carb, gluten-free, and all that. And it will give me a list of what I need. It's magic. But speaking of travel can greatly affect your relationships. And this film trip was really negatively affecting mine and my husband's. And so then AI helped in our relationship. I'm what you would call frugal. My husband is what you would call frugal extreme. And so we have this 3-week trip. 3 weeks is a long time to stay in a hotel or with strangers or in an Airbnb. It just is. It's expensive. And I have health issues that require certain things. But I could not find anywhere to stay that was affordable. It was crazy expensive because the time of the year that we're going is a very popular time to be where we're going. And so I broke down one day and ended up booking a motel, a no-tell motel. This place had gotten really bad reviews previously, but now it's been bought and renovated apparently, but the reviews were still sketchy. And did I mention that it's not just for my husband and me, but my sister-in-law will be there too. 3 weeks in the same hotel room with not just your husband, But your sister-in-law? No. And my sister-in-law is a saint. She's awesome. She's amazing. But 3 weeks in a hotel with your husband is too long. 3 weeks in a hotel with your husband and his sister, that is just catastrophe waiting to happen. And I didn't feel safe where we were. So I booked the room and I'm like, I'm an adventurer. I'm going to do this. And I woke up at 3 o'clock the next morning like, no way can I do this. So I got up at 5 o'clock and I went down to Claude and I'm like, Claude, I'm so stressed about this. And I had poured my heart out to Claude AI about what was going on, what I needed, what my husband was worried about, I put everything I could think of into this message to Claude. And Claude was amazing. Claude starts spitting out, I can see why you're stressed, and you're right. This motel is not the place for you. You need something else. Would you like me to write a letter that you can send to some hotels that look like they could better accommodate you? And here's the list of those hotels, and here's the letter you can send to them. And then Claude says, I found on Airbnb this place. And I look it up. And it was a 5-star rating on this Airbnb. They had 57 ratings, and every single one of them were excellent. And they weren't just like, this is good or this is excellent. They were paragraphs written about how great the owner of the place was and how great the place was. And then it turns out that this place is situated right on the river that is prominently featured in the movie that we're going to film. It was just like everything was laid out, and it was because of Claude. And Claude even told me how to talk to my husband about needing to spend more money on a better place and how I could stay calm while doing it. He saved my marriage. Not that my marriage was in trouble, but Claude really helped to diffuse a very high stress situation, and I was blown away. You can use AI for your diet and for fitness. I have gone in and said, I have these ingredients, give me an idea for dinner. You can create a shopping list. You can ask it to give you a workout idea for women over the age of 50. You can just get as detailed as you can to get the very closest thing to what you want. It'll even help you track your macros, and it'll give you recipe ideas. So think beyond where you are. Get creative in your ideas so that AI can help you to get even more creative. And one of my favorite ways to use AI is research. I love to research. I love learning and discovering new things. But when you really get into research, it can take you hours. And for somebody like me, it can take me down rabbit holes. And I end up just getting so far from what I was originally researching. But with AI, I can take something that used to take me hours and I can find that information in seconds. I get quick access to information and to the studies, to the statistics. And I get all of that in such a short period of time. I have saved hours, countless hours. It has been incredible. And not just the amount of time you save, but it has cut down on the amount of books I'm buying and resources that I'm keeping in my house. So it's cutting down on my clutter too. This is just the start of what you can do with AI. There is so much more. I am a novice. I haven't even begun to hit the depths of AI. There is so much more that can be done. But the important thing is that you just start here. Just start somewhere. Just get your feet wet with AI because it will change your life. I want to pause and ask you something. What is one area of your life that you wish was just a little bit easier right now? Is it health, travel, work, relationships? Drop it in the comments because I would like to show you in future videos how AI can help with that exact problem that you're having. And if this video is resonating with you, would you please go hit that subscribe button? Because this is just the beginning of what AI can do for women like us who are over 50. So here's what I wish I knew sooner. I wish I understood the value of AI and how much easier it could actually make my life. That value has also been seen in the saving of money and the making of money. I wish I had known how much time it would save me. I really thought the learning process was going to be so intense that it would cost me time. But it has saved me so much time, and it's allowing me to take better care of myself now by cutting down the amount of hours that I have to work. I wish I had understood the depth of knowledge that I would receive by using AI. Being able to go into topics instantly has been just eye-opening, and it has fed my creativity and my curiosity. And I wish I had known how much confidence I would get by using AI. Feeling like I have a research assistant, a creative partner, and a life coach has filled me with so much confidence and made me feel empowered. So, yes, AI has impacted my life, and it hasn't taken anything away from it. It's given me more time, more creativity, and peace of mind. And I believe it can do the same for you. But here's the thing, like any powerful tool, it has its risks. And in my next video, I'll be sharing the dangers of AI, the parts we really need to be cautious about, and how to protect ourselves while still reaping the benefits. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss that one. And until next time, carry on.